Pace car coming down pit lane. The field down the hands of our pole sitters. A green flag is out, and the drivers are on their way. Fantastic start from Anderson on that outside line. Gonna try and get him moved on Cameron Stone to slip his way up into the race lead. He clears them, heading down into 3 and 4. You can see that very striking purple chrome livery car of Vroman. He currently finds himself in third at the present moment. These drivers looking to try and whittle these laps away. 500 lie ahead, and still plenty of opportunities left to get some moves done.
As we got a caution on the track.
The first yellow flag coming out, 58 laps on the board, and I think the number 21 car may have had a piece of that incident. That right there is the number 21 machine of Patrick Gitter. He said entering this race that it's important to make it to the end, or even just make it 100 laps in. Well, actually 100 laps to go. Then he can start pushing, but I think it may have been some pushing that caused this incident. There you can see it. A big stack up coming out of 1 and 2, heading down that backstretch. Gotta take him out of it.
Yeah, the 12th car of Nolan Hodgson and the 71 of Hunter Truell both made contact going into the corner. Truell was up higher and he tried to cut down. 12 was there. Contact sends the 71 loose, and then it's a chain reaction from there. The 70, the 87 involved, Paul Hill, and the 26 involved, a few others. And you can see it up ahead. Just that slight contact right there spins them out, has nowhere to go. Check up, they collect, but no big damage on any of these cars. So they're definitely going to be able to come back from that, as now we have all the cars heading down pit lane for the first time today. Nicholas Vroman leads them down. Jason S. Taylor in the 60 car, he did end up spinning out to bring out this yellow. He was running back in 32nd spot, that 60 car, and he just got loose on his own. No contact. You take a look at it here. He's back here on his own, and he just got a little loose, spun the car out, and I think he didn't get too much rear end damage. Yeah, just a slight amount. He's going to be able to continue after that. And the entirety of the bottom line just seems to be clearing out every driver as everybody has moved to the top, and it's now, it looks like a single group racetrack contact. Around goes the 87 and the 57. They're in the inside wall. No caution yet, but that will most certainly put them in a terrible position in terms of damage. Kumacheski, the 88 car, got spun around. He was up in the front field. He was set to earn some stage points, but it looks like that he got some contact with the owner of the league, Bobby Anderson. Let's pay attention here to that 88. That 5 car gets on the back bumper. Slight contact sends the 88 around, and he spins, and it looks like he's going to just barely miss that wall, and that will bring out the caution.
So your pole sitter in this race, not really in contention for the race win as it stands currently. Again, still 125 laps.
You see that corn on the cob right there? Race. Do you see? Look at that. Look at the pit board. There's a corn on the cob with legs. What on earth is that? My God. I'm sorry, man. That is... I had to interrupt you because, my goodness, I have never seen anything like that. Look at that. What on earth is that?
That 97 car to get that move done.
Oh, I get antsy, man. We got 18 to go. They're nose to tail. We got a lot of lap cars up ahead. A little loose for the 8 car. That's going to open the door. Here he goes to the bottom. He's going to hit him on the tire a little bit. Get him a little loose. Use a lap car as a pick. 30 cars in the way, and that is going to, oh, not quite yet. That 8 car dove it in deep, and we got more lap cars going to be playing a part in this race. 8 cars trying to make the top line work. He's going to try and get away. This is his chance to win. That 97's loose as well. He's going to pull back in. Not going to work this time. 15 laps to go when they cross the stripe next. and oh boy, it's gonna get a good one. These lappers are up ahead. They're running middle, bottom, top, all over the place. They're gonna have to navigate all these guys. The 97 still trying to make it work, and both of these guys' tires are screaming, asking for help right now. They are slick and slidey all over this place. And now Hastings goes to the bottom. That's gonna make the 97 have to change his line slightly on the entry. Still, the 8 has the momentum by about a half a car length. 97's able to close up to the rear bumper every single corner. However, he's just not able to get the job done unless the 8 makes a mistake like that. Here he comes back down to the bottom, but there's a lapper on the bottom. Don't want to be down there whenever that 97 gets there. And here comes the 88 of Kulmacheski, another lapper. He's on the outside trying to make it work. The 97 and the 8 are battling for the win, but they got to navigate these lap cars, some on new tires, some on old tires, and they're just trying to get by. That 88 of Kulmacheski trying to make the top line work to get by the 97, and this, he's not happy. He gave him a shot on the rear bumper, but he's doing the same thing to the 8 car, so it's equidistant. So the 8 car still has the lead. We're down to 11 laps to go when they cross the stripe. Anybody can win this race. It's going to be Hutchinson or Hoytsma, but they got to battle hard, and it's been a great battle so far.
And I really think at the moment the fate of these two drivers and how they do in this race is out of their hands. They have to worry about the lap cars. They have to worry about the entirety of this field. If we have a caution flag come out, that would change it up entirely. Hoytsma going for the dive. Down the inside, looking on that inside line of the 8 of Hutchinson. Got lap traffic involved in all this as well. That's going to act like a little bit of a rolling roadblock for the 8. Look at that contact being made. Up in the wall, the 29 car goes, an 8 car getting a piece of that action as well. That's going to check them up enough for Hoytsma to have that head of speed on the inside. Very rare in a race like this here at Bristol that you're going to see that inside car have more speed on corner exit, but we saw that the dive from the 97. That's going to work. Look at the slide from Hutchinson on corner exit, coming out 3 and 4, trying to wheel his way back onto the inside line. 8 laps to go, and for the 8 car, he is unsuccessful in that challenge on the number 97 of Hoytsma. Also got struck by a falling anvil. But it's still going to be the same kennel fish. Finish first. First you have to finish. I remember back in middle school waiting for the bus to get home. I would always have this very odd idea of walking around a blacktop parking lot right by the bus stop that we had and just walk around without shoes on and feel the burn walking across asphalt in the sun here in the city of Philadelphia. That was never my brightest moment, if I'm being completely honest. Arby's, we've got beef. Take it up the chin. This field up towards the front of the field is incredibly close. That was brilliantly said from me. Something's wrong with the car of True. He is dropped down like an anvil push out of a helicopter. Yeah, that 9 car has been sent back to hell. It is a bowl. First time I ever put a VR headset on, period, was in a Verizon store here in the city of Philadelphia, which not so fun fact if anyone saw the footage of the plane crash that happened in Northeast Philadelphia a couple of months ago. It was right around where that happened. But I was at the Verizon store there, put a VR headset on where they were showing some sort of like perspective of like a roller coaster ride or something like that. And in the process of that, in this crowded Verizon store in the heart of the summer, I hit the deck. Standing up, bang, right on the ground. So clearly I have some terrible coordination. So Hoytsma leading over Trull, leading over the driver of the number 88 car, whose name I will try to pronounce a little bit later on, but I will not at the moment because I will probably absolutely butcher it. These drivers will be hauling the mail, heading off through these corners all throughout this race, bouncing around like the shock absorbers were replaced with pogo sticks. Imagine that incident from Kulmacheski's perspective. You just see in your rearview mirror, they're great, and then you get spun coming out of the